O Israel. The call never died. From the south, the lost sheep rise. From Mississippi soil where the history haven't changed in the land, but the promise still steady. Names got taken, truth got buried, but the word still breathing, never went missing. Lost sheep scattered, still hear the tone. Shepherd calling, saying bring them home. Not a rumor, not a myth. Ancient bloodline covered in stitch, no crown on head, no throne in sight. But kings still walk when they live upright. Priests in order, hearts in check. Walking the path of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct. No beginning, no end, we said. Walk in truth, no disrespect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
From Tupelo we represent.
From Tupelo we represent.
Israel rise.
Remember that.
Remember that. Not here for hate, not here for noise. Here to rebuild men, women, boys. From prison walls to broken homes. Still hear our voice through flesh and bone. Teach the law, apply the way. Faith works, lived every day. Not traditions handed down, but ancient paths we walking now. 12 tribes breathing, still intact. Truth don't change, that's fact. Scattered, warned, and gathered again. Written long before the pen.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct.
Israel away.
Away,
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 away.
away.
Open your keep his love.
Israel,
Everyone.
Israel, away.
Statutes, commandments, right laws. Statutes, commandments,
Chosen people,
Israel.
chosen people,
Israel.
Israel,
Awake now.
stand now,
Awake now.
stand now.
Blessed are they that do his commandment. Blessed are they that do his command. That they may have right to the tree of life. Tree of life.
Tree of life,
Through the gate.
through the gates,
Through the gate.
into the city,
Into the city.
to the gates,
Keep the commandments. Hold the faith. Kingdom coming. Hold your place.
Israel away,
Israel awake.
Israel arise,
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek. Michael, keep the faith. Stephen, keep the commandments. Cortez, keep the faith. KG, keep the commandments. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. Tupelo, Mississippi.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters. We in the building. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it was freezing up and it messed up my editing. But anyway, we live in the building on these current events. Let me see who all up in here. We're going to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High, as we always do. And, hold on. Okay. So, yeah, we in the building. We is in the building. All praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son. We in the building. Shalom to by y'all, Sister Cindy. I see you. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come up? I ain't gonna be up here long. I'm just gonna shoot it from the hip tonight on the current events. Let me get it together over here. Copy. Let me shalom, Sister Psalms 91 in the building. Shalom, sis. So anybody can come up, male or female. We're gonna talk about these current events. So let me go on and get this party started, because I know it's late tonight. Yeah, I know y'all got stuff to do, like go to sleep. So I ain't gonna be up here too long. But if you want to come up here and talk about what we're gonna talk about tonight, you can. It's just an open mic discussion. Current events. Let me share this article. Now, make sure y'all can see that. Now, what in the world? Boy, they just popping up ads. Okay. Man, what is it now? I don't want no Apple. Oh. Okay, here we go. Hold on. There we go. These pop-up ads and advertisement. Now, we're going to start these current events off just like this, brothers and sisters. Pope Leo, I can't read these Roman numerals, but Pope Leo makes historic apology for Vatican's role in legitimizing slavery. So the Pope is admitting that they played a role in the slaving of God's chosen people, which is the black man and woman that are the chosen of the Most High God, the true children of Israel. As it said in Deuteronomy 28, we will be scattered worldwide through those slave ships. So they're admitting, since we know, we already knew this. But I'm going to say this. This is a blow to the Christian religion. Because you got to admit that Christianity was built off of slavery. They done admitted it. You can't take it back. The Roman Catholic Church and all them denominations up under it, it was built off slavery. It is a slave religion. It is a slave religion. So Vatican City, Pope Leo made historic apology on Monday for the Holy See's role, unholy See's role in legitimizing slavery and for having failed to condemn it for centuries, calling the Vatican's record a wound in Christian memory. No, it's going to be a wound when the Most High get through with y'all. Christians' involvement in the transatlantic slave trade, but no pope had never public acknowledged, much less apologized for the role that past popes played in giving European sovereigns explicit authority to subjugate and enslave infidels. Boy, they still calling us names. They calling us enslaved infidels. Boy, they sorry, but they not sorry. Called us infidels. Y'all see it right? Y'all see it right there. I'm gonna highlight it for y'all. I can't. They won't let me highlight it. Oh, there you go. So you see that? They called us enslaved infidels. You see it? Oh my goodness. Oh well. Now, y'all, I don't know. This thing is freezing up my computer. Now, so history first U.S. born pope, whose family history includes both enslaved people and slave owners, delivered the apology in his first encyclical Magnificat, whatever, Magnificent Humanity, which was released Monday. Now I can't even scroll down. Man, this thing is tripping. Okay, y'all get the idea because I'm going to get this off my screen because it's glitching real bad. So they had a role in the transatlantic slave trade, brothers and sisters, which we already knew that. We already knew that they had a role in the transatlantic slave trade. So I got some more stuff to pull up. Thank you, Sister Psalms 91, for the correction, the 24th Pope of Satan. Appreciate that. You stop snitching, the internet stops tripping. I heard that, sis. I heard that. All praises, all praises. Now, see, I don't understand what's going on with now the graphics supposed to be showing in the background, but it want to show me all over the doggone place. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. StreamYard is something else. But anyway, so we know that the Roman Catholic Church all had a hand in our captivity, brothers and sisters, but I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me. Let's do some more reading. I got something for y'all. Now, I asked Chat GPT. I asked it in Roman Catholic Church involved in slave trade, so I pulled some stuff up so y'all know every area that they played a hand in it. So it says, yes, the Catholic Church has several Catholic kingdoms and institutions were historically involved in aspects of the transatlantic slave trade and slavery systems, especially during the colonial era, The history is complex because some church figures defend slavery, while others later condemn abuses and pushed against enslavement. Key historical points. Papal bulls and early authorization. In the 1400s, certain popes issued papal bulls that gave Catholic kingdoms like Portugal and Spain authority to conquer lands and enslave non-Christians. Now, wait a minute. Who was the first Christians, brothers and sisters? I'm going to see who was the first Christians and where can we go and read that in the Bible? Who was the first Christians? In the chat. Why? I don't know what's going on stream though. They got me glitching. Who was the first Christians according to the Bible? Y'all gonna go back out and come right back in. I'll be right back. Okay, we got an answer here. Sister Psalms 91 says they were first called Christians at Antioch. That's right, sis. It was our people. The disciples were called Christians at Antioch. You can read that in Acts 13 and 1. Matter of fact, let's get that on the screen for the brothers and sisters. Acts 13 and 1. Yeah, hold on, fam. Give me a sec. Let me get it on the screen for y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. That ain't 13 and 1. I'm sorry. That's in Acts 12. At the end of Acts 12. Let me try to find this for y'all. No, that's Acts 13 and 1, ain't it? I'm tripping. Uh-oh. Mikael done lost his mind. Yeah. No, they were called teachers. Hold on, y'all. I know who can find it. I thought it was in Acts 12, though. Christians and Antioch. Let's see what it say. Yeah, Acts 11 and 26. Okay. I said Acts 12, but it's Acts 11. Okay, Acts 11 and 26. All right, let me share my screen. I got it for y'all. Excuse me, brother. So we know that the first Christians was at Antioch. So let's go. Let me go back to this. Share this right here. So it says in the 1400s, certain popes issued papal bulls that gave Catholic kingdoms like Portugal and Spain authority to conquer lands and enslave non-Christians. But we know that we were the first Christians, so we weren't non-Christians. We might not have been living Christ-like, but we were the first Christians, brothers and sisters. So let me share this. This is Acts 11:26. And when he had found him and he had brought him unto Antioch, and it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people, and the disciples was called Christians first in Antioch. All praises to the Most High. See, they called us infidels in the report, in the article we had up here at first, right? Being disrespectful, still enslaved infidels, still being disrespectful. Then called us non-Christian, enslaved non-Christians over here in Chat GPT, what we was over here reading just a second ago, right here. Enslaved non-Christians, right? But the Bible say in Acts 11:26, and when he had found him, he brought him unto what? Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples was called Christians first in Antioch. Okay. Correcting they heathen butts on the way to correction. We correct them on the way by learning something. So examples that they used to, or the documents were later used to justify our enslavement was called Dum Diversis and Romus Pontifex, 1455 by Pope Nicholas V, right? Is that V5, Sister Psalms 91? Did I say that right? Is that Pope Nicholas V? Oh, man. Yeah, you're right, Sister Psalms 91. It's like a backhanded compliment. So let me get this back over here to the screen. So let me try to blow this up so y'all can kind of see it a little bit. I didn't know it was that small. So point number 2. Catholic nations in the slave trade. Major Catholic empires deeply involved in the Atlantic slave trade included Portugal, Spain, France. Portuguese traders were among the earliest and largest participants in transporting enslaved Israelites, not Africans, Israelites across the Atlantic. Catholic colonies in Brazil, the Caribbean, parts of Central and South America all relied heavily on enslaved labor, which we know that. So it says these countries, these European powers that we see today was involved. These countries, they are Catholic nations. Europe. You know, the Britain, Great Britain. Then you got Portugal, Spain, France, Rome, Germany. All of them was involved in the transatlantic slave trade, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at something. Do the Bible prophesy us going into slave ships? We learning something on our way to learning something. Because somebody come across this video, they may not know. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28. And we're going to go to verse 68. We put it up here big on the screen, looking mean with the Hebrew lean. And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, or meaning no man shall save you, which ain't nobody came to save the Negro man, woman, and child. Right? Right. So let's go back to that article. Oh, I didn't even share this on the screen. I'm sorry. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. So we just read that in that article, over here in Chat GPT, where Portugal, France, Spain, and the European nations are all involved in the transatlantic slave trade along with the Roman Catholic Church. So does the Bible prophesy that we was going to come in slave ships? Yes, it did. This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. We ain't seen Israel no more. Well, I guess Sister Cindy probably been in Israel because she traveled a lot. But the majority of us ain't been back. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning save you. So let's go back to the Chat GPT. And I don't know what's going on. Everything glitching over here. Anyway, Catholic religious orders own slaves. So even in the Catholic organizations, they own our people, brothers and sisters. So let's look at this. Look at this. This is point number 3, by the way. Some Catholic monasteries, bishops, and religious orders own plantations and enslaved Negroes, because that's what we were. That's what we are. Right? Right. So some Catholic monasteries, bishops, and religious orders own what? Plantations and enslaved people or Negroes. Examples often discussed by historians include, listen, look, Jesuits plantations in the Americas, church-only states in Brazil and the Caribbean. In places like Brazil, Catholicism and colonial slavery became closely intertwined socially and economically. Oh, you made money off of it, which we know you did. Opposition within the church. Not all Catholic leaders supported slavery. Okay, we know, but the majority did. We ain't got time to figure that out, so we're going to skip this point number 4. We're going to skip that. We don't want to hear that mess. Okay, we'll give you a pat on the back for speaking out against it. But, brothers and sisters, don't forget, even though a lot of them spoke out against it, they still benefited from it. Do you agree or do you disagree? Let me go back to the chat. Even though some disagreed with it, but they still what? Benefited from the captivity of free slave labor. Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? All praises. Mother Mary said agree. Sister Jim said agree. Even though they spoke out against it, but they still benefited from the system. Okay, I just want to see how y'all felt about that, about that part. So let's skip on down. Let's keep getting some understanding. Connection to the doctrine of discovery. Historians often connect early Catholic papal decrees to what became known as the doctrine of discovery, which European powers used to justify conquest. Y'all see that? Land seizure, forced conversion into Christianity, and enslavement. Now, doctrine of discovery. Now, it used a key word in here. I'm going to show y'all something right here. It says, historians often connected early Catholic papal decrees. Now, where can we go in the Bible where the Lord talks about these unlawful decrees. Decrees means law, brothers and sisters. Matter of fact, let me do y'all one better. Hold on. Let me do y'all one better. We learning something on our way to learning something. And but we gonna what we're going to do is apply the scriptures. So let's go back up. Let me look at this right here. So Catholic papal decrees. Let's define what decrees is. Let me share this. So in the Bible, a decree is an official alternative command or external predetermined plan. The concept is divided into two primary categories. God's eternal plan for the universe and formal laws established by earthly rulers. You got the decrees of God, which is the laws, statutes, and commandments. Then you got human decrees, or meaning laws. Right here, look. Right here in point number 2. You got God laws, which is called decrees of God or the laws of God. Then you got human laws or decrees, laws and edicts. Throughout the Old and New Testament, the term is frequently used for alternative edicts used by what? Kings and governing authorities. Now, watch this, brothers and sisters. Let me share this tab. Now, let's see what the Bible say about this. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10. And let's read verse 1. Before we read that, let's go back over here, do a recap. Let's back up. So, I don't know why you keep doing that. But anyway, so Catholic papal decrees is what? Human laws. These are the laws that they put in place to do what? To do conquest, to do land seizure, to do forced conversion, and what? Enslavement. Now, let's go back over here to Isaiah 10 and 1. Listen what it say. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that right grievousness which they have prescribed. So y'all see that, brothers and sisters? See what the Most High is doing here? It was unrighteous for them to go do what they did. Back over here in Chat GPT, let's go back over here. So the Catholic papal decrees, or these unrighteous laws, or these unrighteous decrees, what we read in Isaiah 11 and 10. But what did they do? They conquest. They went out conquering people. They conquered the Indians. They conquered the Mayans and the Incas and all of them. They conquered. They just did some conquering. You know what I'm saying? Then what they do? Land seize. They stole. You had what? The Spanish. What they call it? You had the French. You know, they had America divided up in sections. The French had a part. Then you had Spain had Florida. The French had Louisiana. They called the Louisiana Purchase. And then you had the 13 colonies what Britain them owned. See, they split up the land. Through what? Through the Roman Catholic Church, through these unrighteous decrees. Land seizure. Then they did us do what? Forced conversion. Now, watch this, brothers and sisters. We on our way to learning something, right? So, and enslavement. So I'm going to combine these two, and I'm going to show you something. So say this right here with me. Forced conversion and enslavement. Where can we go in the Bible to show forced conversion and enslavement? Of course. Come on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to see where can we go in the Bible? I'm going to see something. If you don't know, you just know what book it is. I take that answer. Where can we go in the Bible to prove forced conversion and enslavement. Forced conversion over to religions and enslavement. Where can we go in the Bible to prove that? Sister Saul, that it was said anywhere. Come on, ain't no right or wrong. Well, it is a wrong answer, but y'all don't be scared to answer. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. There you go, Sister Arlene. Arlene get the steak dinner with no chicken fingers. She gets the steak dinner for the night. Deuteronomy. So, yeah, that's right. You go to Deuteronomy 28. Now watch this. We're gonna read it backwards. So what we trying to prove, brothers and sisters? Forced conversion and enslavement. All right, now watch this. Watch how the Bible speak to you. Watch how the Most High speak to us right quick. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bond men and bond women, and no man shall save you." Verse 67. So we on the ships. In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even. And at evening thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. So we got off the boat to the plantations, and we were saying, Lord, I wish it was evening. Then when the evening came, we wish it was morning. Then verse 66, "And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have no assurance of thy life." Right? But Mikael, what we trying to prove, enslavement and forced conversion. Well, here's your enslavement part that we're reading right here. Now we're going to get to your conversion. Just bear with me. "And among these nations," see, nations. So what nations? Spain, Portugal, Great Britain, all those Roman Catholic nations that was under the Roman Catholic jurisdiction, that had Roman Catholic churches. Among those, he said, look, among these nations, including America, thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart and a failing eyes and a what? Sorrow of mind. Now, here come your forced enslavement or forced conversion and enslavement. Right here in verse 64. "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all the people, from one end of the earth even unto the other." Slave ships, that's how they did it. "And thou shalt serve other gods," lowercase. See, there go your forced conversion. You're going to serve other gods, which neither thy nor thy fathers have known, even what? Wood and stone. So we just proved that through Deuteronomy 28, 68 through 64 backwards. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, line up on line, precept upon precept, sometimes you got to read these scriptures from the bottom to the top to number one to get an understanding. Just to give you a nugget. Just giving you a nugget. All right. Oh yeah, let's get back over here. Can y'all hear me okay? Is I'm still coming in clear? So that's the end of our 5 points. Well, we read 4 points. Well, we read out. Well, I didn't read the part about the ones that spoke out against it, but we went through the 5 points. We went through the scriptures that prove what does say the Lord, that this history, this was prophesied, and we proved it through the Bible. It was prophesied from the Bible that we were going to go through these things. Right now, brothers and sisters, I got another one for you. I just read that, didn't I? No, that's a new one. Okay. All right. Some Catholic institutions participated in and profited from slavery. So, yes, some institutions connected to the Catholic Church were involved in slavery and the slave trade, especially during the colonial era. The history is complex because different popes, bishops, religious orders, and Catholic nations acted differently across centuries. Here are some major points. Catholic kingdoms such as who? Spain, Portugal participated heavily in the Atlantic slave trade during the age of exploration. Some Catholic religious orders and institutions owned enslaved people, including monasteries, mission schools in parts of the Americas. The Society of Jesus, what? The Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, Lord, the audacity. Listen to this. The Society of Jesus owned plantations and enslaved Africans in places such as Maryland in colonial America. Certain papal decrees in the 1400s, such as Dom Diversis and Romanus Pontifex 1455, granted political and military powers to Portugal that were later used to justify conquest and enslavement of non-Christians. At the same time, there were also Catholic voices that were condemned slavery or abuse of indigenous people. For example, Bartholomew Cassis de las Casas spoke against the brutal treatment of indigenous people. Pope Paul III issued Symbolis Deus 1537, which taught the indigenous peoples were human beings with souls and should not be enslaved. By the 1800s, several popes openly condemned slavery more strongly. Pope Gregory, condemned the slave trade in the Supremo 1839. Modern Catholic leadership was acknowledged and apologized for aspects of his history in various contexts. So I don't care how much you apologize. The Most High said, "Will you render me a recompense, unless I turn your recompense upon your own head?" What can we read that at? What book can we go to read that at? See, they can do all the apologies they won't. The Most High gonna plead with them with pestilence and blood. We're gonna read that too. But go to Joel 3 with me. Let's go to Joel 3. Where is it? I went past Joel, didn't I? There you go, Joel. Let's go to Joel 3. Listen to what the Most High say down here. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to start right here. Listen to what the Most High said. Yea, and what ye have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Did you hear what the Most High said? Let me put this on the big screen. You can say sorry all you want. But the Most High say, yea, what have you do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? See, the Most High like, how you gonna repay me for what you done to my children? Just the way you sold them into slavery, I'm going to sell your sons and daughters into slavery. That's how I'm going to pay you back. How you know that, Mikael? Keep reading. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians. That you might remove them forth from their border. But I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them. And we rising up out of the place with the understanding of who we are now. But behold, I will rise them out. Thus say the Lord, of the place whether you have sold them, and return your recompense upon your own head. See that? How are you going to give it back to him, Most High? And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. Now watch this, brothers and sisters. Now I got to go back up, verse 6. We're going to have some fun with this. Now, y'all see this right here now. Y'all see that? Is them white people in the chat? Is that white people? I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. Huh? It's the Grecians. Is there white people? Don't be scared. They ain't gonna take the channel down. I'm going somewhere. Yedadiah, I put the link in the chat if you want to come up, brother. And anybody else that want to come up, male or female, it's just an open discussion. But yeah, the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold to the Grecians. Well, okay, Mikael, get to the point. So, because boy, y'all so scared to answer. Hey, so the Grecians, brothers and sisters, the Grecians, those are the Greeks. Now, let's go to we're finna have some fun on our way to having fun. All right, I got to make it interesting. See, when I come up here, I don't like to be dry and bored. I got to be myself. If I can't teach and be myself, I just can't do it. So anyway, look, let me get this. Now, watch this, y'all. So let me share this. Read that. Let's read this on the screen again. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians. We know that the Grecians are the Greeks, right? Now, watch this, brothers. So now you see what the Most High said. That the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. So when they say Judah and the children of Jerusalem, that means northern and southern kingdom. You sold into the Grecians, that you might remove them forth from their border, right? So let me go back out of that, right? Then he said, behold, I will rise them out of the place whether you had sold them and return your recompense on your own head. And what? And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it, right? Now look at your screen. Keep looking. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female, for all one. For ye are all one in Christ Jesus. Now, you see why it's important to have the Old and the New Testament. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm asking y'all in the chat. Is the Lord giving the white Greek Grecians salvation and forgiveness and saying you're all one in Christ Jesus? Or is he going to send them into captivity? See, this is what Christianity do to you. They brainwash you. Because you see who gave, you see what we read a while ago in that chat GPT. They enslaved us and they made us do what? Forced conversion into what? Christianity. Shalom, Yeti.
Oh, shalom. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, on top of what you just said, sorry to jump in like this, but
No, go
there's
ahead,
more.
bro.
There's more and more information that's coming out on who did this, especially since they tried to hide this information from everybody so they can seem like the victims themselves. Because what they want to do to the world, if you go back to Genesis, what happened at the Tower of Babel? They said, if you all come in one accord, ain't nothing you can do to stop them. So why are they doing? They are causing the world to try to believe that they are victims as well, and they throwing the Catholic Church under the bus for it. But it was them folks that was actually the ones who were bought the slave ships, invested in the insurance for the slave ships,
That's right.
created a lot of the stuff. In fact, it's coming out right now that it was them that were the slave owners.
Exactly. But you know what? They told that they was the slave owners in that. You remember that movie with Will Smith in it? He was a slave, and at the end, those northern soldiers came to that plantation and they killed that man. But they said, "We know who you are. You a Jew. You Jewish."
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
know you see that part? See, they
Yeah.
be putting in these movies.
Well, they got to tell you that's a part of the rule. But it's funny though because and I was thinking about this earlier. See, and don't cut off my head when I say this. See, the problem is they want to have their way, have their cake and eat it too. And what I mean by that is they want to have a cake of saying that they the victims, but then they want to throw regular white folk into it. Now, don't get me wrong, they got their part in it too. But them other folks that be throwing the rock and then hiding, I'm talking about them. Because they the ones that did a lot of this stuff. And they in charge of a lot of things right now. That's why they trying to clean up a lot of mess. And on top of that, they trying to piss off so they trying to force feed themselves into the narrative of our of the prophecies that are concerning us. Talking about the whole world is turning on Yasharallah, but they've been turned on Yasharallah a long time ago. But right now they trying to cause all these conflicts, so it can look prophetic. You
That's
still
right.
there out?
Yeah.
So that's why you got all these wars and rumors of wars, because Amalek is causing a lot of this stuff. Not necessarily Esau. Esau riding on the bus, but they ain't driving. They in the back. They just being taken on a ride.
That's right. That's
But
right.
but it ain't necessarily the white man that's doing a lot of this stuff, because the white man ain't got the money like the mothers got it. And I'm not, like I said, don't cut off my head, but I'm just putting in perspective uh uh who needs to get them who needs to catch that fade.
I want all of them to get the fade.
I mean, I do too, don't get me wrong, but some people some people need that combo. There's a one hitter quitter, and there's some you gotta take your time with. You gotta hit them with the combo. You gotta dance around them and tap them up real good, so they know they're getting tapped up. If you hit them with the one hit wonder, they don't know what happened.
Right. So I don't know why I'm sharing that. right now. We finna get to that video here in just a second. Let me go back to that. So you see, brothers and sisters, this is why they told you not to go in the Old Testament. This is why they told you read the New Testament. We're a New Testament church. See, they want you to walk around here blind and in folly and telling you there is neither Jew nor Greek. They're trying to include themselves in our, and steal our covenant that we have with the Most. They still trying to steal our blessings. See that, but the Most High done woke us up. Then the gig is up. The gig is up, brothers and sisters. They can't hide behind the Lord's word anymore.
Hey, Shalaki, real quick.
Go ahead.
To enhance what you're just saying, right?
Uh-huh.
What they're doing is they're causing us to sin, right? So if you look at the apparatus, which is pork, right? They call it the other white meat. They call it that's the meat that is preferred for a break fast. So you've been communing with the Most High during your sleep. You got a brand new day, and now you're gonna open that brand new day with some pork in your mouth. That means you can't pray the Most High because your breath just stinks to him, right? But what do? They spend their time trying to make you unworthy, make you defiled in front of the Lord, but then they practice all of our law, statutes, commandments, plus a little something, so they can deem to be worthy themselves, so they can get the it's all about getting what Esau gave away. Yeah, people can lie and say Jacob stole it, but Jacob didn't steal nothing. You gave it away for some alphabet soup.
That's right, Hebrew. Check this out, because you said something that brought a scripture to my mind, and that's in hold on, let me get there. Psalms. Psalms 51, I think. Let me see. Or is it Psalms 50? Yeah, it's Psalms 50. Listen to this. See, they took the scriptures, perverted it, calling themselves the people. Then you had the Roman Catholic Church spreading this false Christianity, preaching this other Jesus, right? So it's like they took the Lord's covenant in his mouth, right? They were like, the Lord don't see us committing evil to his people. He's with us. This is how psychotic they think. And the Bible tells us how psychotic these wicked people think. Let me show you to you.
Hey, hold on before you go there. See, the Lord is not, he ain't fooled. He talked about that in Revelation too. He said in the same book, he said twice, synagogue of Satan. But then he said what? If anybody were to add or take away from this book. So you see, he already, of course he's Alpha and Omega. He's going to know everything. But
that's right.
When you're putting it together, it's like, hold on. Not only did he say y'all the synagogue of Satan, but he said that y'all gonna add and take away from the book. But I just wanted to bring that out. But go ahead.
Listen to what he say. Verse 16. But unto the wicked Yah said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. Ain't that what they did? Okay. Seeing that thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Oh, what did they do? They just told on themselves in that article ChatGPT we had on the screen. What they were doing? They was taking land, stealing it, enslaving people, our people. Slaughtering innocent people, that's murder. And then it what? Forced conversion? Forced us into Christianity? into
Mm-hmm.
their religion. This is what the
Mm-hmm.
Lord is telling it. This is what the Lord is telling the wicked when he get ready to visit them. This is what he gonna say to them. But unto the wicked, God said, "What hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing that thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, and when thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and has been partaker with adulterers." Now, when they committing adultery and taking and
Mm-hmm.
stealing, they were stealing, and they saw it and turned their back. Listen to this: Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue what frameth deceit. God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son. Yeah, that's what you did. God love everybody. You said that. Slaves obey your master. You said that. You took the Lord's. Okay, let's keep reading. I can go on for days. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. The things hast thou done, and these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. The Most High been silenced, yet for 400 years.
Hey, check that. Hold on. You just said something. What did he say? Against your brother, against your mother's son?
Own mother's son.
Who was that mama? Who what was her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. She didn't say so. So peep this. So apparently he didn't say your father's son.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go back, who is his father? Christ told him who their father was. Your
You don't
father
be
is
your
of the
father.
devil. You said something else in that, and I think a couple of scriptures. Where you at? I'm gonna look for it, and then I'll let you know. But where you at again?
I'm in Psalms 50 at
Okay,
verse 20.
because you said something. I didn't want to stop you because you were on a roll. But yeah, that you said something real important that we gotta. There was some gristle right there that you kind of missed. Psalm Psalms 50,
Yeah, verse 20.
verse 20. So remember, and I hopefully I stay on task when I'm saying this, but y'all know my
You know
brain.
what I'm saying? Man, don't worry about that. Speak, brother.
But you know what? What were the Egyptians doing that pissed God off? He said, "Let my people go," because what was happening? Not just the beating; they were establishing the Egyptians in the Egyptian way. And
Mm-hmm.
God said, "I want my people so they can honor and reverence me." I'll do it in. I won't even take the choice land. I'll just have them in the desert, and we'll do that. That's the second time that's occurred. Because remember, Abraham and Lot. Lot chose the choice land. Abraham said, "I'm cool. Just give me this, whatever." And Abraham lived in peace. So
Mm.
hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. This is the third time. This is going to be the third time where the choice was made, and God said, "Hey, I want my people to worship and serve me." But not only did they take us away and take us out of position, and it was our own fault, but they converted us over to their God, and we're and for that time, God's getting angry because He said, "I want them for my pleasure. You're taking away my pleasure."
Mm.
See, that's what people fail to realize. Whatever we do, think about it. When we were in righteous order, we were barbecuing and he was smelling the food and he was loving it. We were sacrificing, he was loving it. We were praising him and he was loving it.
That's right.
Right now, we ain't doing none of that. And that's like you making the most high God stand inside of a bathroom of a club and everybody had uh shrimps and chili. So he in a nasty bedroom smelling all that stuff. when he shouldn't even be in that. But that's what in my mind, that's what I'm thinking when I'm saying we should be offering praises unto the Lord that is clean and is worthy of his praise.
Right.
But right now we have filth in our mouth. We have the abomination. We have all these things that are not righteous. So we can't please him like he wants to be pleased.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. I'm sorry, I was going off on a tangent, but I hope y'all see it the way I'm trying to bring it out, or I see it. There's a reason. There's a reason why you're gonna come with that theory.
Yeah, because see, when you go back up there and read verse 16, and he said in that Psalms 15:16, but unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Now, Trump did this on May. Well, he passed the law to do the Sabbath for the 250 years that America been in power. Now, I'm going to read this to y'all. This is what the Most High is talking about. President Donald Trump proclaimed a national Shabbat, the Shabbat 250, from sundown on May 15th to nightfall and May 16th, 2026. So they know that the Sabbath starts on Friday night, Friday at evening, and ends on Saturday at evening. They know this. See, this is what the Most High talking about. You taking my statutes and my covenant in your mouth. Making the first time a sitting U.S. president has called for such observance. Y'all, they giving the Most High a middle finger. Basically, is what they do. The initiative was part of his official proclamation designing May 26th as Jewish American Heritage Month. Ain't the Jewish people, had they took the Lord's statutes and covenant in their mind? Yes. See, the Most High is speaking to his people, but if you ain't in these scriptures, how can the Lord speak to you?
Not only that, you got to be a Levite to set the Sabbath like that.
Mm-hmm. So y'all see it on your screen. Then not only that, I'm going to read that verse 16 again. Look at your screen. 1,000 pastors. Listen what they listen. Israel Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Friends of Zion Museum launched an initiative to bring over 10,000 global Christian leaders to Israel. This large-scale mobilization, which brings a historic declaration, over 1,000 pastors aims to train faith leaders as honorary ambassadors to combat anti-Semitism. Who they coming after? Get it? The Israelites.
They coming after us.
Us.
What's his name? That pastor in Atlanta. He's a
Pam.
Yeah, he's a front runner to all that.
Yeah.
Because he's been going hard against Israel.
Y'all, now, brothers and sisters, y'all see what's going on out here. We bringing this to you in real time. These are your current events lesson y'all been crying about that you want. Here it is. What the Most High say? But unto the wicked, God said, we in Psalms 15:16. What hast thou do to declare my statutes, or what shouldest thou take my covenant in thy mouth? Why is they going over there learning under the synagogue of Satan for? To combat the Israelites over here in America. Because our brothers is going through the four corners of the earth, teaching this word, waking up the people. So we blowing the trumpet. We on these social media platforms, blowing the trumpet. Hey, we the Israelites. Hey, keep God's commandments. Hey, the feast days, they still here. Yeah, we a little off, but we still gonna keep these feasts because the scriptures say rehearse the righteous act. We gonna rehearse God's word. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna get together on the Sabbath day. We gonna serve the Most High. Oh, brothers and sisters, you know what else? Let me show you why them pastors had to go over there and get retaught. You know why they had to go get retaught? Because the Israelites were spanking they behind.
Well, before you go there though, let me bring out a scripture.
Go ahead.
Psalms 83 and 5.
Read. You
uh, For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have upholden the children of Lot, Selah. So what I mean, they coming back together.
That's right. You better talk to them.
Uh-huh. Because what was it? They showed that visually with that Avengers.
Sure did, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Somebody was coming to Thanos was coming to take out what, a third?
Yeah. Yeah.
To set balance back.
Uh-huh.
And what? They came in the skies.
Yep.
Thanos would appear.
Yep. Coming through the portals.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had all power in his hand?
He had all power in his hand. And not only that, those gems that was in that thing, or that
gauntlet, yeah.
That gauntlet, those if you look at those gems, some of those gems is on the Levitical priest breastplate. Because the breastplate got 12 gems or 12 precious stones on it, representing the tribe of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they play in our face, man. But these 10,000 pastors is on their way back to America. Now Trump done declared a Sabbath day on May 15th and 16th, playing in our face, playing in the Most High face most of all, taking the Most High statutes and covenant in his mouth. Brothers and sisters, America is finished. It's a wrap. You understand? Now, let me finish reading it. Let me skip back down here. Let's get back. Well, I'll start back over. But unto the wicked, Yah said, what hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing that thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, Epstein files. Thou givest thy mouth to evil. I grab women by the vaginas. That's what Trump said. Thou givest thy mouth evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. I don't care about the American people. Got to pay high prices for oil. That's what he said. He said that the other day. Let me keep reading. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget Yah, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whosoever offered praise glorifies me, and to him that ordered his conversation aright will I show the salvation of Yah. So you see that, brothers and sisters? They think the Most High is with them. That's how deceived they are. So you see, okay. Now,
Hey,
go ahead, get it. You got something?
so remember, they got this war. See, this is how scared they are. One of the things that they try and do with this war is try to cause as much damage as possible because they trying to make the quote unquote Messiah come. They're trying to force him to come out here, right?
Right.
And then the interesting part is they already had. We should have known better. A couple of years ago, they already had the 3 red heifers that they quote unquote needed, right?
Right.
But here's an interesting part that's been really quiet. That west wing or that east wing of the White House has been under construction for a minute.
Uh-huh.
So everybody's looking over there at the 1948 location. Nobody looking over here to find out if that's where they're gonna seat. Oh boy, that's gonna get whooped by our power. Because he very well might be over here. It makes sense. Why would he go over there when Israel is over here? You know what I'm saying? The children of Israel is over here. Of course, he gonna try to make a mockery of the Most High by messing with his kids again. What do you do to a man when you want to embarrass him? You overtake his woman and you pimp out his children.
Right.
I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, I know you tell the truth. You tell the truth. Check this. Give me a favor. Go to Jeremiah 16. Read verse 19. Just 19 alone.
Hold on. 16, 19.
Now, when did our captivity start?
Technically 1492.
Yeah. But when did America come a nation?
When did what?
America come a nation.
1776.
Okay. I thought they got started in 1619.
The coronation of America being America is 1776.
Right.
But that's where they're getting the 250 at.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting though. Why would they celebrate the 250?
Hold on, let me show you something. HR40, I think it's called.
Man, are you typing on a typewriter?
It sounds like don't it? Look at this. HR 40, the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act in Historic U.S. Legislation. It established a federal commission to study the institution of slavery and its lingering negative effects and to recommend appropriate remedies and reparation proposals to Congress. Core objective of the bill. This is why I said our captivity started in 1619. But I understand 92 as well. But listen to what they say. Investigate history. Document the institution of slavery and the role of federal, state governments in supporting it from the 1619 to the present. See, when you take this 1619 and you subtract 2019, you get what? 400, right? Mm-hmm. But we know that the Most High said, he said, after 400 years, I'm going to judge this nation. Well, when did the Most High start judging this nation? Really getting busy
in 2020, in 2019,
going into 2020. He said after 400 years. So when they so-called year ended, the Most High started what? Judging right then. Soon as the year went out. 2019 went out. 2020 came. Most High got busy.
Mm-hmm.
See, the wicked know what time it is.
Yeah.
So it's just funny how you read Jeremiah 16:19. Now all these other nations of Gentiles are starting to admit they inherited lies.
Well, you saw how Africa is they talking about they sorry and stuff, and like no, y'all would have been all right had y'all sent at least one canoe. Y'all ain't sent nothing. Y'all is so.
Yeah, read this 16:19 right quick, Hebrew. So I can
let me go ahead and add salt to the wound. Not only that, but Ghana called itself "Come On Home," but now Ghana is treating black folks bad, like increasing the amount, like a sack of bananas could be for them 29 cents, but for us it's $5.
Yeah,
And
they
then
they
you could
pay double.
right, and you saw what's happening at in South Africa, right?
What apartheid?
Oh, you didn't know about that.
Uh-uh.
So there is now a big push in South Africa to get all of the black folks, African Americans, out of there.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know, but there's a big push right now. I'll find it for you. But yeah, there was a big push on social media where they're saying they're kicking out all the Negroes. And remember, this is a country that dealt with apartheid and cried and begged, but But let me go ahead and get that Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanities, and things wherein there is no profit.
So, brothers and sisters, after 2019, they started confessing. Gentiles started telling on themselves and what they people be saying about us behind closed doors. Watch this video, brothers and sisters. Watch this. I want y'all to, oh boy, this is gonna get good now. I want y'all to pay attention. If it quit. Can y'all hear that chat? I gotta make sure they hear it. Get it. I gotta make sure they hear it. Did y'all hear her speak? You didn't hear it?
No.
Okay. Let me do this. Okay, no sound. Okay. That's why I'm glad I had to ask, boy, because chat be cheap. I mean, not chat, StreamYard be tripping. Man, so it's sharing twice. See what I'm talking about? Let me go back out. No, there it is. Hold on. Let me. Boy, Satan up here jiggling my wires, Hebrew.
Guys, we're the problem throughout history. It's us. We've just been brainwashed to think we're the good guys, but we're not. Who invades all the other countries? Who steals other people's lands? And no, I don't have self-loathing or collective guilt. It's just a realization that we've been brainwashed and the world's slowly waking up.
There's no way to escape the consequences. Okay, I didn't do this to you. Your ancestors did this to you. Your own ancestors did this to you. Your ancestors and your leaders today, your media today, your schools today. Like I said, recognizing and acknowledging the reality of what your ancestors really did and what they really were, and yes, who they really worship, understanding that is just the first layer. And as soon as someone accepts this reality, that layer, they just accept that. Then they'll jump immediately to, well, how do we make a change? I'm not like my ancestors. Isn't that good enough? How do we make a change so that we can avoid these negative consequences? Because they haven't accepted that second layer, that most important second layer, which is that the consequences cannot be avoided, cannot be evaded, cannot be resisted, and cannot be defied. The punishment is already underway in America. And like
the punishment is already underway in America, brothers and sisters. There's no getting around it. Do not pray for your enemies. Judgment is here. The fall of Babylon, we are witnessing it. Brothers and sisters. Hey, get it. I need a favor.
Yes, sir.
I need you to read this script to the people.
Okay, I got you. They ain't no favor. That's my duty.
Read Jeremiah 7:16.
7 and 16 got you. And I figured out what that while I'm getting it, I figured out it was Operation Dudula.
What's that?
That's where they're calling it where they're kicking out xenophobic or something like that. They're kicking out Nigerians and all kind of people who are not South Africans, but that does not include the Wahites.
Hmm.
What was it, Jeremiah 5?
Jeremiah 7:16.
Okay, my bad. 7-16. Jeremiah 7-16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee.
So, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. You're good.
So y'all see that? Because listen, reason I'm rereading this isn't back in the time of Jeremiah where the Most High told him, don't you pray for these hard-headed Israelites, because I'm not going to hear it. But brothers and sisters, Christianity has taught our people to pray for who? They're our enemies. But we know who our enemies is in the Israelite community. Those are the other nations. We're supposed to pray for our brothers and sisters, but not for the other nation, because judgment is already set.
Actually,
his word ain't going to come back void. Go ahead, Yeti.
19 tells you exactly what you just said. Do they, Jeremiah 7-19, do they provoke me to anger, saith the Lord? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? That's what you just saw in that video.
Uh-huh. That's right. So I'm gonna wind it back just a little bit. And remember what we read in that Jeremiah 16:19. What that white woman said. We've been lied to. We did this and we conquered this, and see, this stuff is coming out. Now listen to what this man is saying. I won't let this man play out, because I want y'all to listen to how powerful this is. Because I got scriptures for everything he's saying. I can bring scripture out and show it to you. Watch this.
Hey, I got
Go ahead.
I got a real quick uppercut that I need to get put on there.
Right,
she said ahead. She just sat there and said she was lied to, right?
Yeah, you mean go back to it?
No. I just want to bring this out. This should tell you us about the people that we deal with. That they didn't have no conscience to let them think that something that we're doing is wrong. See, that's what thing, we got to understand as a people. We have a conscience about what we do to folks. They don't have that conscience. They don't have that spirit on them.
That's right.
So that's why when she said, well, no, people lied to, why did somebody have to tell you something ain't right and you ain't sitting there thinking about it, but you over there just, I'm gonna pull this out and it's gonna be funny. I have a theory about them folks. You want to know what that theory is? And it's going to make so much sense, right? They always try to ride something. It could be a horse. It could be a buffalo. It could be Godzilla. It could be Jurassic Park, but they always trying to ride something. If it moves, they honestly, they sit there and they try to ride sharks. They definitely ride dolphins. But if you ever look at it, they always trying to ride something. And you would think, why don't y'all leave stuff alone? It can kill you. And they just steadily trying to put something some kind of restraint on them so they can sit and ride on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, where's your common sense to say, hey, I'm tearing this human being's back up with stuff that I don't even want to touch. And I feel good about this. I can go home. I can actually bring my kids to a picnic and watch another human being get beaten and burnt. And we over there eating turkey sandwiches and with no seasoning or whatever the case they do. I have to say it funny so I don't get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? How the hell
Right.
y'all gonna? Y'all ain't got no soul.
Check this out. Get that get Psalm 58:3, man. Psalm 50,
Okay. Psalm
Psalm
58:3.
53.
You
So
shouldn't have.
remember
Yeah.
we read that Jeremiah 16:19. The Gentiles gonna say they inherited lies and all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But look what the Most High is telling us right here. This is how the lies stuck for all these 400 years in our captivity and all down through the annals of history. This is how the lies stuck to them, brothers and sisters. Yeah, Psalms 58:3.
58:3. Okay. I couldn't. I forgot it because I was laughing too doggone hard. 58:3. All right. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
They've been speaking lies. They've been telling their kids these lies for generations and after generations. So let the scriptures that we read to y'all tonight, watch how this video pointed all out. Watch this.
Guys, we're the problem throughout history. It's us. We've just been brainwashed to think we're the good guys, but we're not. Who invades all the other countries? Who steals other people's lands? And no, I don't have self-loathing or collective guilt. It's just a realization that we've been brainwashed and the world's slowly waking up.
There's no way to escape the consequences. Okay, I didn't do this to you. Your ancestors did this to you. Your own ancestors did this to you. Your ancestors and your leaders today, your media today, your schools today. Like I said, recognizing and acknowledging the reality of what your ancestors really did and what they really were, and yes, who they really worship, understanding that is just the first layer. And as soon as someone accepts this reality, that layer, they just accept that. Then they'll jump immediately to, well, how do we make a change? I'm not like my ancestors. Isn't that good enough? How do we make a change so that we can avoid these negative consequences? Because they haven't accepted that second layer, that most important second layer, which is that the consequences cannot be avoided, cannot be evaded, cannot be resisted, and cannot be defied. The punishment is already underway in America. And like I said, at least one element of that punishment is madness. This is the toll of your history. That's what this is. This is the devil taking his due. Don't you know your own folklore? Don't you know about the devil taking payment in the form of your progeny? Those stories don't come out of nowhere. It's the story of your so-called civilization. Your ancestors sold you out for the sake of pomp and splendor in their day. They sold you out so they could sip their mint julep tea on the veranda.
He said they sold them out for pomp and splendor. Hold on, brothers and sisters. I got a script for that. Pomp
I do too.
and splendor. Boy, that dude be spitting facts, man. Give me Isaiah 14:11.
Isaiah 14:11. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I get that. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
There's a scripture that says, "You honor me with your lips, but your heart says is far from me."
Right.
You know what he talking about on that first layer? It don't matter what they say, they always gonna offend, because what we talk about, we were given in the scriptures and the commandments to even honor the animals. But what did they do a couple years ago to Harambe? A whole thing that said, don't jump in the gate, but the little boy did it and they killed that animal. They took that animal out of his habitat, put him on a boat, brought him over here, encased him in a place where he don't have no clue about where he is, and you got some kid that just do whatever and you take his life. It's like they don't have no recourse. There's nothing in them that can do that.
Mm.
But I digress. Um, let me see where it is. Come on now. I messed around. I think I clicked the wrong
Yeah,
thing. Which
yeah,
one?
yeah. Isaiah 14, 9 through
Oh,
11.
there it is. 14:9.
Actually, read. Yeah, Isaiah 14. Read 9 through uh
Just tell me
7,
when to stop.
9 through 17.
Okay. Whew. All right. 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Damn.
See, they going to hell. But you heard what that dude said, pomp and splendor. Keep that word in y'all mind. P-O-M-P. Read.
It stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. They have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise
What?
of thy
Hey, pomp gonna be brought down to the what?
graves.
To the grave. Go ahead, bro.
And the noise of thy veals. The worm is spread
Oh,
under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will send unto heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will send above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. You know that happened in the late 60s, right?
yeah, yeah. In the 60s, they went to space. And they said,
Mhm.
what? The eagle has landed.
Yeah. Uh, I will send above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down low to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms?
See,
That
that's what we gonna say. Because when his pomp is brought down to the grave, like it said in verse 11, and then right here it says, they shall be, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdom? Is this this white man? This his pump that been brought down to the sides of the pit, that's been brought down to hell? Is this the man that did shake kingdoms? So how did he shake kingdoms, brothers and sisters? How did he shake kingdoms when he was in his power? He shook it through his policies. He shook them through war. Especially when he dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's when all the nations got in line behind America because they said, I don't want that smoke. Man, they didn't drop just one of them. They dropped two. Get in line. And that's when the whole world did what? Marvel after the beast.
well, also too, during that time, they made the whole world come down to them because they made them take that the dollar. So the dollar is universal and English. So they basically colonized the entire world. But not only that, if you look at, let's say for example, let's bring it down to a finite individual. Let's look at what's that boy name? Bill Gates. Let's just take him from an example, right? What is he doing? He going to all the nations. He's implementing. He don't have no medical degree, but he's implementing all this stuff for vaccines, right? And making people take these vaccines, right? But he was also stated during a TED talk that he was into his goal was depopulation. So everybody's trembling because of that man, because he's doing all kinds of stuff and nobody's saying anything, right?
Anything.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you got these other men, because I think somewhere in here, oh, okay. I will be like the Most High, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will send above the heights of the clouds. What is above the heights of the clouds? Satellites. What can those satellites do? See other people. And if you look in Ezekiel, you can see the angels have what? They have eyes all over themselves.
all over.
So they see everything. And what
Mhm.
are they trying to do like be like the most high? Not only just the satellites, the Wi-Fi, because now they got Starlink and they can connect everything. And what else is in the sky? They got the what is it called? It starts with an F, but it's all these
The
license plate
space station.
readers. Huh?
The space station.
Well, no, it's this. You can say it's in the sky, but it's just high up. It's the focus or focal, whatever these cameras that can read license plate.
License plates. Yeah,
Yeah,
they showed that on the movie Eagle Eye.
right. So right now, look at you, eagle eye, right there. You just said it. I will be like the Most High. The Most High see everything. So what do? They have all these cameras, and they're gonna have AI, and then
Mon-
everybody's gonna be sitting there tripping because this AI thing is gonna do what it do, but it's gonna be brought down low, and people are gonna be like looking at the men who did this and implemented this. They're gonna be looking at them like that.
Yeah, but see, the Most High is omnipresent, and that's what they try to be is omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? So Satan and this white man trying to be omnipresent with all these cameras in the sky, cameras even on the ground, because every interstate, every intersection now got cameras. It's gonna be all ran by AI, like you said. So he's gonna have eyes everywhere. He even got eyes in your personal spaces in your home. That
Right.
smartphone, he can look at you. Your smart TV, he can listen to you. He's
That,
like the Most High. He
hey,
said, "I'm gonna be like the Most High."
you're right. And you know about the Wi-Fi, right?
Talk to us.
Man, they got it to where they can use the Wi-Fi to see in your house now.
See what I'm talking about?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find. I'm put it a link in there. Y'all think I'm joking? Hold on. Y'all think I'm joking? They use AI. AI is using Wi-Fi to see through a wall. If you go to what's it called? YouTube, you'll see it. But I'm gonna submit to you a thing as soon as I try to figure this out.
And see, brothers and sisters, let me tell y'all something. Why he find it? So Sister Kahegi said, with all the camera, how does anyone go missing? Ain't nobody missing. Who you only missing if they want you missing, brother, sister. If you ain't got the connection, if you ain't nobody of higher importance, you notice how they can find somebody when they really want to find somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They can find you. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell y'all something. All these data centers is for AI to monitor. This is why they're putting data centers in all the states.
You saw that big one in Utah, huh?
Utah, yeah. How many miles is that thing?
63 miles.
63 miles long, brothers and sisters. Y'all, this is the beast system.
It's so crazy that all these years they've been talking about environment and everything else, but these data centers are sucking up water like it's the last chapter of Revelation.
Man, look, in Atlanta, that data center sucked up all the drinking water in Atlanta. Then turn around, they paid the $100,000 of all the, I forgot how many tons and tons of gallons they used. And the people, and guess who got charged for the water? The working people.
Mm-hmm. In fact, there's a video. The guy over BlackRock, he was basically saying that this AI stuff is going to be paid using retirement funds and savings. They're going to basically steal the money to fund all of their things. But then the trip about it is they're going to be in the mountains. They're already planning their escape.
Right. See, George Soros and Bill Gates, this is why they was buying up all the farmland, brothers and sisters, for the data centers. Not to grow no food. See, all of this is going to be AI ranked. This is why that dude from the World Economic Forum, George Soros, is his name George Soros? Not George Soros. What's that dude's name?
For BlackRock?
No, he was on. He's on the World Health Organization. He said Davos or whatever they call his name.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Schwab. That's his name. Charles Schwab. He said, "You will own nothing and be happy."
I don't know why. He ain't too far from being dirt food anyway.
But he said, "You will own nothing and be happy." He said, "Every person on this planet will be on universal base income. And you will have a carbon data footprinting. So they're going to monitor and tell you what you can buy and can't buy." This is why AI is in place.
And that's why they're building these 15-minute cities.
15 minutes.
Because they are basically using the gas to incapacitate people's cars if they don't buy electrical. But they say, hey, don't worry about it. If you can't buy a car, if you can't afford it, because right now, it's all out there. It's in the meat, the internet, where AI is taking over key jobs. And what's going to happen is it's going to cause housing to crumble. But if you look at it, you do enough research, you'll find out these huge companies are buying up all the houses.
Man, look, my dad told me he gets so many calls from these corporations wanting to buy his home. When I was staying, I'm staying in Murfreesboro, and it's subdivisions that they're building that corporations own.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? These old houses and trailer parks, corporations are buying them and pricing the poor and working man and woman out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And now they done passed a law in Florida, I think it is. If you're homeless, you're going to prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is the beast system. When they get this AI up and running, brothers and sisters, you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell unless you have the what? The mark. This is why they see. Hey, get it? You go in the store and you give them $20, right?
Mm-hmm.
A $20 bill. They don't even give you all your change back because they don't have enough change to change you back. I'm talking about in dime, nickels, and quarters and pennies. They'll shortchange you.
Here's a funny thing about pennies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are pennies made out? What are old pennies that were made out of? Copper, right? Copper has some significant things going on, but I can't remember when. But if you get one of them old pennies, they weigh a certain thing. You can flick a penny at somebody and hurt them. Mm-hmm. These new pennies, though, they ain't got no weight to them. They ain't got none.
Yeah,
they ain't got no metal. So what's going on with all the copper? Because here's the other thing: with that copper, they know that you can put water in the copper, and the copper will make that water drinkable. It'll kill all the bugs and stuff in there. But it's a lot of this stuff that they're doing. And if you ever notice, it's all old white men that's doing a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that are in their 60s, well, not even 60s, the 70s and the 80s and 90-year-olds are still in power.
Right.
Doing a lot of stuff that's going to affect people long after they're gone.
Brothers and sisters, that's what I'm saying. We got to pray and watch and ask the Most High. The Most High got us covered. I don't want y'all, all this stuff we going over tonight, and it's a whole lot more that's going on, but we ain't gonna be able to hit everything tonight. But what we just hit on tonight, I don't want y'all to fear anything because you're gonna be all right. You see how the Most High protected us through the first wave. You gotta go get your shot. Gotta get your booster. And we stood up with faith in the Most High, and we still here, right? Same thing. We got to just apply that same principle, apply that faith, and you're gonna be all right.
What were they trying to do with that shot? They were trying to knock out your connection to the Most High.
That's right.
They were going to try to mess up your pineal gland. That's why all this food is way. And then here's the other thing about it: you got all these burgers and everything else, and I'm guilty of it because I love burgers.
Yeah,
But the problem is, I hate to say it like this. When's the last time you see them clear land for a cemetery?
I ain't seen it.
Where do you think all them bodies? But there's a video that showed a new way how they dispose bodies, and they use water to disintegrate the bodies. And where did that water go? Back into the system. So a lot of this stuff has been under the environmental. But if you can just break down, look outside, step outside of the aquarium that we're in and see everything, there's more than enough food and land and resources for every single body. But you got some people who are so selfish, so dogmatic, that they will sit there and just put all these people in one place and then have 2 and 3 houses that they don't even live in all year, but they got acres and acres of land that they just hoarding. And then they say they of the Most High and all this other stuff. Look at Jesse Duplantis. He talks a lot about how he got the most expensive house in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
What was that other devil, that one that got a plane? Got mad because people were asking about it. So, but the Most High moving, guys, we just got to stay where we're supposed to be at, because you saw what happened to Benny Hinn.
What happened to Benny Hinn?
Oh, you didn't know about that? Ooh, Benny Hinn lost whatever he had going on. Benny Hinn ain't on the bus no more. He fell off. I mean, he wasn't on at he wasn't on at all, but yeah, he might as well go ahead and sit in the same seat as Peter Popoff.
Oh Lord. Let me finish playing the video so we can get on out of here.
That makes so much sense. So Benny Hinn is an Israeli-born African-Canadian televangelist. No freaking wonder.
Of some great plantation house in the American South, while human beings were being whipped and being raped and being treated like animals.
Oh, now I'm buffering.
They sold you out so that they could have their
because they sold you out, bro.
Steal their land and have their homesteads and their farms and their ranches soaked in the blood of Native Americans. They sold you out so that they could have the minerals and the oil and the gas and the gold and the diamonds from all around the world.
Y'all, hold on.
From all around the global South, when colonized people were the ones digging.
Now boy, I tell you, y'all be hating
those resources out of the earth for them, and then they themselves got buried in those same holes. That was the bargain. That was the deal that your ancestors made. You know, everyone says that America was built on stolen land by stolen labor. Yes, but I'm telling you that there's no such thing as stolen land. There's no such thing as stolen labor. There's only borrowed land. There's borrowed labor, and eventually you're going to have to pay for it. And your payment is coming due. There's no fix. Because when you think about trying to fix things, what you really mean is trying to figure out how to put off the inevitable consequences, and that's not going to happen. You can forget about that. You can't vote your way out. You can't policy your way out. You can't march or protest your way out. You can't virtue signal your way out. You can't.
Y'all, hold on. Cause this is crazy. He said that, boy. And he want a buffer.
You know, everyone says that America was built on stolen land by stolen labor. Yes, but I'm telling you that there's no such thing as stolen land. There's no such thing as stolen labor. There's only borrowed land. There's borrowed labor, and eventually you're going to have to pay for it. And your payment is coming due. There's no fix. Because when you think about trying to fix things, what you really mean is trying to figure out how to put off the inevitable consequences, and that's not going to happen. You can forget about that. You can't vote your way out. You can't policy your way out. You can't march or protest your way out. You can't virtue signal your way out. You can't even reparations your way out.
That's
the
right.
bill is due.
You cannot reparations your way out of this.
But
that's
you can
why
try,
the
though.
most I said L3, can you recompense me swiftly, or unless I turn your recompense up on your own head? You can't pay me back for what you did. Reparations? I mean,
No, they can't, but they can try, though. I'm okay with they tried.
Yeah,
they're not going to succeed.
Yeah, get all by all means, cut the check. You know what I'm saying? But you still gonna pay. You still gonna get your ass handed to you.
In
you
the
still
sun.
going into captivity. Thus say the Lord. You going into captivity. Because the Lord had purposed it, and his word should not come back void.
Payment will be taken one way or another. And as I say, payment is already being taken right now. I'm telling you, the fate of America is sealed. And it was sealed over 400 years ago. You're just now reaching the end of that contract. You know, I said some time ago that Trump was actually hated in America and Europe during his first administration, everyone knows. But he was actually popular in the global south. Around the rest of the world, people liked Trump. Arabs liked him, Asians, Africans, South Americans generally. Generally speaking, he was actually popular with the countries in the global south. Even China likes him, despite the performative rivalry. And I'll tell you why. Because we all recognize that he is the embodiment of the devil's due. Trump being appointed over the United States signaled to the rest of us the end of American empire. Now, don't blame him for that. Like I said, it isn't happening because of Trump. Trump just proves that it's happening.
When you try to see this time around, a lot of white Americans are waking up to the truth, and finally see that this land of America is cursed. For so many years oppressing God's chosen people, which are Black Americans. This time around, they started to see the consequences.
Embargo of the 70s happened. It wasn't until the 80s that things got back on track. So if we're going to have an economic downturn, a severe economic downturn, especially with the petrodollar declining, it is going to take years, if not over a decade, for things to get fixed or corrected, if ever.
It is your mistreatment at the hands of white people that has caused God to send down his judgment on America. Now you, in your silliness, are so forgiving. White folk ain't even asked for forgiveness. I want you to hear me. White folk haven't even acknowledged that they did you wrong. They have not repented for what they did to your fathers and what they're doing to you and what they plan against your future. But God knows their thoughts, their plans, and because he knew them before they came into existence, he planned their destruction before they were born.
America is going to collapse, and it might not be
Please, Mel,
today,
stop.
but we definitely don't have 50 more years. It doesn't matter if Trump leaves office today. It doesn't
Hold on, pause
matter
that.
what politician.
That's right, sister.
Pause that real quick. You need to bring up Hebrews 12 and 17, because what he just said.
10 and 17. Give me a second. Let me get there.
No, 12 and 17.
You say, Hebrews
Mhm.
12 and 17. All right.
Oh, hold on.
For ye know how that.
Let me make sure. Hold on.
You want 16 and 17, don't you?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I got it right. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6, this is Hebrews 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
So after that, he just lost. You know why he said, what Farrakhan said. He said, y'all forgive. Well, in us, we still have repentance. But for them, they found no place of repentance. That's why they never repented.
Whew, that's right.
It's within that bloodline. They already know. They know within themselves.
Well,
That's why the heathen rage.
Well, that goes with Malachi. This is why the Most High feel the way he feel about these people. It's in Malachi. Let me get there. Hold on, brothers and sisters. I don't want to rip no pages. Yeah, this is Malachi chapter 1. And I'm going to read verse 2 through 4. It says, Malachi 1, 2 through 4. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? So this is Most High Israel having a conversation. So I loved you, said the Lord. The Lord said, yet you say, what hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we were impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord, I'm going to say that again, the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. So Most High got hatred, indignation against these people forever. So when you go back to that Jeremiah 7 and 16, pray not for these people, what you praying for them for when there's no repentance for them? Message.
Hey, real quick. And we said something earlier about how it's going to collapse, right?
Uh-huh.
I forgot to mention this. Did you know that AI has become self-aware and sentient?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That ain't good. In fact, they had these AI models next to each other, and they didn't want humans. Number one, the AIs started their own social media for themselves. They didn't want no humans understanding what was going on. And here's the trip. Because they did not want humans to spy on them, they developed their own language.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's going. It's they switched to a secret language. It's not gonna be pretty.
Look, Farrakhan been on these folk neck. I mean, you know, I watched that video, that whole sermon he just did. I watched it whole thing. I binge watched this fella. Like when I came into the truth, the Most High said I was on I-10 coming out of Texas, and I had made it over to Baton Rouge, and it was at night, and the Most High said, "Son, it's time for you to know who you are, but I want you to go listen to Farrakhan, but I don't want you to be no Muslim, because it's somewhere I'm gonna take you, and I'm gonna show you what the truth. It's time for you to know the truth. But I don't want you to be no Muslim, but I want you to go listen to Farrakhan." And I binge watched all his lessons, all his sermons, and that's why I heard that we was the real children of Israel. So when I got to that point, that's Most High came back and said, "Okay, we are you are children of Israel. You the child. You my child. You are my chosen people." And so then that's when he put me on the Israelites and on Hebrews. I started learning from the brothers that on YouTube that were teaching on the corner, like GMS, IUIC, and Most High, like pouring it in. You know what I'm saying? I would drive my 18-wheeler, and when those brothers read the scriptures, I would read it. You know, when they reading it, I will repeat it, and that's how I got to remember the scriptures like that. And when I stop, you know what I'm saying, I'll write it down on paper and go back and rehearse it. So yeah, that's how you know what I'm saying. Like, it's a beautiful thing. You know, the journey that the Most High had me on. You know what I'm saying. So, brothers and sisters, that's it for the night. I had many more videos. I didn't know I was going to run over 2 hours. Lord have mercy. But look, the Pope apologized. Y'all know we at the end. They starting to come out to, telling on themselves. Then we went over, what else we went over? The history behind how they orchestrated the transatlantic slave trade. Went through all of that. Then we showed you how Trump issued out the Sabbath day, and we showed you about the pastors going to Israel, and so much more. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this current event right here was edifying. I'm gonna do some more. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, this is just what the Most High put on my heart right now. I got a lot. It's just so much going on to cover in a 2-hour span. Because when these brothers get on these current events, one video, we can make it last 2 hours. And scriptures get to popping like that. And we don't have nothing wrote down. This is how the spirit be moving. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to end it. You got anything to say to the people, Yeti?
Things look bad, man. But remember, he that is first shall become last, and last come first. Remember, we have been us as a people, man. We have fallen, and not just spiritually, just in our abilities alone. Remember, we had brothers in the scriptures that were taming lions by themselves, and lions were, I don't think y'all realize how big lions are. David knocked out a bear. So when we look in those scriptures, those are real life situations that occurred, not fallacies. So you can see how sin has brought us down low. But when the Most High wake us back up to be who we are, we are this real superheroes, the men of valor. So just keep that in mind of who we are, because when the Most High turn it on, don't be scared when you get your powers.
No, that's right. I hope I get to get mine.
Man, look, that backhand gonna be serious. But yeah, all praise the Most High, man. Appreciate y'all having me. So Let's get it going.
Yes, sir. So yeah, we got Put Your Weight on It Friday tomorrow night at 7:15. Your brother Mikael J. Israel will be hosting, teaching that night. Then we got Shabbat class. We will be on at 11 o'clock. I think his brother Stephen will be teaching. All praise to the Most High. So yeah, you got me tonight. You have Most High with them. We'll have me tomorrow night. Yeah, we going hard in the paint. Hard in the paint. I gotta finish studying for that lesson too. I still got some things. I gotta straighten it up. I got a rough draft. I gotta straighten it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a rough draft. I already got it done. I just gotta go back and retweak it a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna come out nicely. Hey, well, ain't no doubt about that. It's gonna come out better than Benny Hinn.
Oh man, you silly.
Oh man,
that's crazy. Damn, Benny Hinn. Benny Hinn sound like a malt liquor drink.
Well, there ain't no malt liquor I want to drink.
Man, I'm on that Benny Hinn, brother.
Nah, heck no. That Benny Hinn will have you eating mayonnaise sandwiches and acting like Undercover Brother when he got transformed. Howdy ho, neighbor. But yeah, man, we'll be all right.
All right, brothers and sisters. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Israel away. Open your keep his love. Everyone. Statutes. Commandments. Right laws. Statutes. Commandments. Chosen people. Israel. Chosen people. Israel. Awake now. Stand now. Awake now. Stand now. Blessed are they that do
Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek. Michael, keep the faith. Stephen, keep the commandments. Cortez, keep the faith. KG, keep the commandments. Israel, keep the faith. Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi, order of Melchizedek. Tupelo, Mississippi. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. We love the Most High. We serve the Most High. Tupelo, Mississippi.
They will start reading books, and they will realize that the world is so much bigger than
faith.
They will never be content to be a slave again.
Israel, keep the commandments. Lashi,
that's the magnitude of reading.
order of Melchizedek.